It's time to step inside the Octagon with your host, Ike Feldman.
What's up, Fight family? What is up, combat sports community? It is your boy, Ike Feldman, in the house. Got another great episode for you guys coming up. Another great interview with another local legend. This time, Flex Fight Series 39 headliner, Devan Worth. He faces off in a rematch, one of the biggest local rematches, if not the biggest local rematches in local New York, Long Island combat sports history. Mr. Worth is taking on Ryan Jarina. For those that don't know, Ryan is a top-ranked welterweight, but he's been taking some time off. His last fight was against Devan, and he's been traveling the world, training in some high-profile gyms. But that, to Worth, is inspiring him to come for his head, come for his scalp. Devan has been consistently active in his competition, in his fights. He said that he's fought 5 or 6 times since Ryan has last fought. So, guys, needless to say, we're going to see a much improved Devan Worth and see what new tools Ryan Jarina has picked up. Again, the Flex Fight Series 39 main event next week, September 28th, Selden, New York. Get your tickets now. Your boy will be in the building. I'm very pumped for this. It takes a lot for me to get out of the house nowadays, but I will be in the building for this. In the meantime, enjoy an incredible interview with Mr. Devan Worth. What's up, fight fans? What's up, combat sports community? It's your boy, Isaac Armbar Mitzvah Feldman, in the saddle again, being joined by a local legend, a growing legend, somebody who's going to take over New York, take over the region, U.S., and go fight our in the cage battles overseas. Mr. Devan Worth on Instagram. DM him if you're a good-looking lady, or if you want some merch to rock for his Flex Fight Series 39. My apologies, Devan. I see the dimples and the smile. Are you taken? Am I getting you in trouble?
Yeah, maybe that one wasn't so good, but it's all right.
My bad, my mistake.
If they DM me, I'm gonna ignore it. But
ladies DM me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm taking too. What are we doing here? We got a focused fighter and a focused father conversating. We are focused on our goals and our careers. No distraction, no temptations. That is the devil's work, as I've heard. You got to avoid it. Keep on your path. Your path lies ahead. Selden, New York. Flex Fight Series 39, as I was saying. Saturday, September 28th. Very excited to be in the building. I might have to cut out of a birthday party early to get there. Don't tell my sister. But first and foremost, Mr. Devan, how are we doing now that you're in trouble?
I feel good, dude. I'm excited for this one, man.
I'm very excited. I think this will go down as probably the biggest skill for skill, the best main event that Flex Fight Series has put on, in my opinion. I see you guys in the UFC Dana White Contender Series. Regardless of the result, that speaks to how skilled you and your opponent are. Man, are you feeling it? Do you feel the victory? In my opinion, I always feel the fighter knows if they have the victory won or lost days ahead. You just finished your sparring session today. How was camp, and how are you feeling?
Man, camp's been good. This time around, I never say I get like nervous before a fight or anything. You have like little anxiety things here and there, but I've never been more calm, collected, and focused going into a fight. I've stood across from him before. I've felt his power before. I fell short in the last fight for sure, but I've worked on all the things that I fell short on. I've gotten a lot better. So I'm just supremely confident that I'm going to go in that cage and show everyone that night that, I am the better man for sure.
Incredible. I did forget about the first time that you guys fought. Shout outs to TJ Ragusa, man behind the scenes running Flex Fight Series. I did watch that press conference, and he brought that up about the first fight. I would say throw that first fight out of the window because it's been a long time since. You don't know which Ryan you're getting. Like maybe you could look at it as you felt the power, but dude's been traveling, and likewise, he can't look at that as because if he does, he's going to be slipping. If he assumes that he's getting the same Devan Worth next week, he's going to be mistaken. Do you feel that he's respecting the growth that you made since the first fight?
I would hope so because, dude, I've put in a lot of work in these past 2 years. I understand he's been traveling and stuff, but in this game, activity means a lot. So since we've last fought, I've fought 5, 6 times and finished all those fights. So I have the experience now. I have the activity level right now. I'm going into that more comfortable. He's gonna have to come off that 2 year layoff since we last fought, and step up.
Yeah, I 100% believe that you will earn his respect in there. Looking at something, a rematch that was, I believe, 7 years in the making, 2015, 2022, Kamaru Usman, Leon Edwards. Kamaru bullied him in the first fight, and then in the second fight, it's one of the craziest knockouts in UFC history. Um, Man, what would you say is the biggest improvement in your game? Do you feel you got more pop on the pads? Do you feel like your cardio's up, uh, all around improved? Where, in your opinion, would you say you're excelling right now?
I mean, I would say all around. I've put on so much muscle since that last fight. I'm way stronger, way faster. Cardio is way better. Jiu-jitsu wise, I'm nonstop. Been in the gym with fucking high level wrestlers, high level jiu-jitsu people. Uh, I mean, just all around high level athletes. Really, I've put myself in the position to be in a lot of world class rooms. I understand he's been traveling and doing the same thing, but I got to work on Long Island. I have the opportunities to go out, travel the world and stuff. But you don't really need to, man. It's New York versus everybody, and I found my home in New York.
It's true. And it's whatever recipe works for each fighter. As I mentioned, Leon, he's been with the same team. He tried doing the AKA thing, I heard, after the Usman fight to learn some wrestling, but then he ended up just coming back home. Conor McGregor, a small team, and it's literally how you feel and where you feel comfortable. And for those who don't know, I know that according to the analytics, I get a lot of views from Canada and Singapore. For those of you that don't know, um, Eastern Long Island, heavy wrestling, great football teams, hard nosed blue collar communities,
Mm-hmm.
and Devin, what town were you from? Or are you from?
Shirley, New York.
Trilly? What? How come I've never heard of that? I was born and raised in Ronkonkoma. Never heard of Trilly.
Shirley? Never heard of
Oh,
Shirley?
Shirley. I thought you said Trilly. I was
Sure.
Shirley. Oh, shout outs to Dom Simone. Actually, maybe you've heard of him. I played baseball with him in college. Passed away from drug use. But those who don't know, Shirley is a freaking hard nosed town on Eastern Long Island. Man, are you getting Shark Tanked? Are they throwing wrestlers at you? Like you the confidence is exuding off you. Where does this confidence come from? That you're going to face an animal, but it seems like you believe you are the bigger animal.
It's actually something a lot of people say to me all the time is that just like my quiet confidence carries a lot. And it really just comes from because I really think I was just born to do this. I love to fight. I love the thrill of it. I love the spotlight of it. All of it just excites me. Uh, I eliminate all doubt through the hard work that I do. And if you ask anyone, I've gained all my respect in every training room, been invited back to every world class training room because they all see that I work hard. So, I ain't got nothing to worry about when I know the work's been done.
Talk to me a little more about your background. Again, we're being joined by at DEVAN_Worth on Instagram. DM him for shirts and merch only, folks. But talk to me about your background. Do you have a law enforcement family, military family, blue collar family? Because you are humble, you are modest, and you got that hard hat mentality I'm picking up on.
Yeah, I come from, I mean, realistically, I come from nothing out here. I've never done like anything major in sports. I barely even played sports. I played like football, lacrosse, like same anything that any kid grows up out here playing, but I never
True.
excelled in anything until, when I was in 8th grade and I decided to take up this sport. That's
Started
just
in 8th grade.
8th
Oh,
grade. I've been training since I was 13 hard. Uh, you know, I just found a home in it. I've been ever since I stepped in the gym, it's just like combat clicks in my mind. So, and all my humbleness, I really got to give that up to my mom. Honestly, she every time I feel like too cocky or something, or say I want to be like, I'm gonna get in there and tell all these people go fuck themselves for doubting me. She's like, nah, that's not you. Just keep being you out there, and that's what sells.
incredible. Likewise, Mama Dukes is the strongest figure for me. My father was a military member in Israel, and my mother just 10 times stronger than him. I don't know what it is. I believe women are the strong. I would die if I had to give birth. I would die if I was
Yeah,
bleeding out of my we're a bunch of pussies. I'm sorry for my language, but men are a bunch of pussies. Yeah, we fight, punch people in the face, play football, but it's like what the women do. The strongest figures in my life are women, and shout outs to you and Mama Worth. Will she be in attendance? Do you guys have I know some fighters parents don't show up, just friends, just the hooligans. How does it work for you with the friends and the family attending your fights?
No, they all come. My mom doesn't miss a fight. She hates it. She's crying. As soon as she even knows I have a fight coming up, she is in tears. Like,
Biting the nails and
but shout out to her. She's my manager and everything. She handles all my
let's
stuff,
go, let's go.
the merch stuff, all that stuff. She takes so much off my plate. And like you said, being like the strongest figure in my life, fighting's easy compared to some of the sacrifices I've seen her make for me. So in order to get in that cage, I know she's proud. So that's it.
Amazing. And this fight is in Selden, New York, so I mean this is kind of easy. It's going to be pretty raucous for Team Worth, right?
Oh yeah, nah.
Come
I
on.
get I get a show out anywhere. I fought in the city before. I get a good crowd.
Oh,
Especially
even in the city.
in the
Okay.
city, I get a good crowd. Out here, I've sold close to 200 tickets to this fight, so it's gonna be loud in there, and it's gonna be the ground's gonna shake for sure.
Wow, wow, wow. The Flex Fights knows exactly what they're doing. Chris Machi, TJ Ragusa, they know what they're doing, putting TJ Worth in the main event. Man, so focusing did you wrestle or you just entered combat like an MMA gym? Because I think Anthony Pettis was one of the early fighters to just start MMA, and now you hear about fighters entering MMA in their teenage years. Did you wrestle or did you immediately just start putting on the 4-ounce gloves as a teenager? If you could give a
So,
little more about your origin story.
yeah, I actually wrestled when I was super young, like 4 or 5. I wrestled,
What?
and
Oh
then,
my God.
but the funny thing is, I didn't really like it, so my mom took me out of it, just put me in the football stuff, and then so I never wrestled again. And then I started training. I started doing jiu-jitsu, started doing MMA, started doing kickboxing. Then when I got into high school, I had my first fight in 9th grade when I was 14, kickboxing. So
Sanction?
sanctioned, yeah.
Holy
At
smokes.
Tom Puyo's top kick super fights or whatever it's called, some shit like that. But
Sounds like a basement. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, no, it was back then when it's in a fucking hotel ballroom, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Was that the
Crazy.
Deer Park one?
Yeah, yeah,
Dude, I
exactly.
might have been there for that.
Yeah.
There's been some crazy freak show fights.
Yeah. I started out at a time when this sport really wasn't even a thing. I tell people all the time, like, bro, I guarantee you, I started training before you even knew what the UFC was.
Wait, so if you started, how old are you now? 26,
20
27? How old?
25.
25. So when you were 13, it's 12. What year is it? It's 2024. Telling you, don't have kids till you're ready. Your
Yeah,
memory gets.
2013.
Okay, so it was before the legalization of
Yeah. Way before. I couldn't even fight MMA. They wouldn't let me fight in New York. I,
Amazing.
I only had kickboxing fights. Yeah.
Did you look up to did you hear about Matt Sarah? Obviously, I know you heard about Chris Weidman because that's right when you entered, but
Yeah, I've heard of all those guys. I've always been a fan of the sport. Everyone always asks me if I've like idolized these people. I've never idolized anyone, honestly. I just like being my own person. I would never be like starstruck if I walked in a room with them because at the end of the day, we all do the same sport, and through hard work, I can make it to the same stage they did.
all right. Well, going off that piggyback, Marab just became the 4th UFC champion who lived most of their life from Long Island. I know he's in Vegas, but I'm trying to like shift it. Like there is a piece of Long Island. It says Long Island when Bruce Buffer says Long Island. So we'll take the fourth championship. Why, in your opinion, will you be the first UFC champion from Suffolk County?
Yeah, I mean, like I said again, just through hard work, man. I love the grind. I love the fucking journey of it. I'm not even looking forward to the destination. I think that's the biggest thing that people don't realize is I just love the improvement every day, the grind every day. I don't care how long it takes, but I know I'm gonna get there one day.
It's addicting, right? The improvement, seeing
Oh yeah,
adjustments.
100%. I'm not like even people ask me like, what I'm saying, like, what do you think is different from the first fight 2 years ago? It's just, dude, I've been on a journey in these 2 years, and I've gotten so much better.
Incredible, incredible. Yeah, it's a blessing that you found what you were into at a young age. Like sometimes it takes people after high school, but it just clicked them immediately. For you, and I feel this is a case for a lot of the fighters because very nice, approachable people are fighters. But on fight night, I just was speaking with Freddie Vidal, Westbury based fighter who's fighting for LFA, should be in the Dana White Contender Series next season or the year after. And dude, super cool dude. He's a freaking school teacher. But I'm like, dude, you got to put all that Mr. V, Freddie the son, Freddie the brother to the side, and you get to express yourself. For you, what does fight night mean?
I mean, to me, honestly, it's just another night. It's just a night that
Really?
it's just a night. It's just another night that everyone gets to see, though. I fight day in, day out in the training room. No one gets to see that. Fight night, though, it's just when I get to put it on display for everybody.
Amazing, dude. You are seasoned. These are great. Are you doing a lot of interviews?
No, actually, I really actually don't.
Is your mom prepping you for these? You guys doing what do you call it? Like fake practice interviews?
Some mock interviews. No, I wish, man. It's just
Mock
all
interviews. Yes. Look at you. Even know the word, dude. I'm like, wow.
actually funny story about the dude Freddie. I've seen him in the back of like a couple flex fights and stuff. And one time in August when I was fighting, I was warming up. He probably don't even remember this, but dude, I was warming up and I was just fucking around shadow box and I threw like a kick or something. I accidentally hit him. It's like the one dude I turned around. I was like, damn, bro, I hope he's not mad because I don't want to fucking fight this guy right now. He's fucking big.
I think he's like the one of those stupid tapology. Who knows what they know? Like I think he's the top ranked light heavyweight in New York.
I mean, dude,
And
he's good, man.
yeah, I mean, maybe we get the you could go for the triple belt 70, 85, 205. Freddie,
Yeah, I don't know. 205, a little too big for me.
amazing. What do you do lifestyle wise? Are you living the samurai lifestyle 365? Do you take off holidays? Do you like to do the crash dieting? Do you like to clean it up? Or are you the Patty Pimlet? I hope you're not doing. Talk to me about why your lifestyle is next gen and not these horrific stories we've heard from 2010 about fighters just losing 40 pounds like the Anthony Rumble Johnson, like when the fight gets called. Why are you living the lifestyle?
Yeah, I walk around usually anywhere from 190, 195. So
Oh, that's perfect.
I do like to slow diet down over the 8 weeks. But I'm like I said, I'm constantly training. Even if I don't have a fight coming up, I'm always in the gym helping the other people get ready for fights, helping my other teammates. Even after the fight, I don't really take much time off. After every fight, I usually book a trip, 4 days. But even my trips, like I don't really go out and like party. It's usually like I go to Yosemite and fucking hike for a couple days. You know what I'm saying? I just
Holy
like
shit.
stuff like that. Snowboarding. I like doing stuff like that. But after the fight, I don't really step away at all. I just get right back in there and just that's the time where I don't have a fight coming up is I could have more fun in the training room. But if I have a fight coming up, it's all focused towards that one night.
Selling Long Island, they're selling Long Island to outsiders. What do you love most about living, being from, and training on Long Island?
Just a close knit community. It's a big place, but Long Island ain't that long, so you get to know a lot of people. You get to get a lot of great training partners. You get and you just build a family off of that.
Incredible. I feel like you would you ever travel for like an off season for a month, go to Denver? I feel like if you know who it is, Mark Montoya out in Factory X, Anthony Smith, trains out there. Yusuf Zalal now. Macy Barber used to train there. They're very blue collar. I just meshed in well. Very very similar to the Long Island mindset. Beautiful nature, but hard nosed people. Have you ever thought about just I don't know, like popping in for like a I don't know, like a vacation training session? Thailand, I know a lot of people like doing.
I mean, yeah, I've thought about it. I've never really put anything into motion, but I probably would never even dedicate like a month to go anywhere to do that stuff. I would, I'm just cool if I'm out there and I want to pop in a gym. I'd go down there and train.
Is a part of the motivation to show your opponent that you can get the best training right in your backyard, and you don't have to go to Volkanovski's training or somewhere else. That it's like home cooking is good enough cooking for you to get the job done. Is that
Yeah,
is
I
that a
don't,
motivation?
I don't got to take nothing out, baby. I cook everything at home. He's gonna see that Saturday night.
Let's go. Let's go. And can I get a prediction for the fight September 28th, headline and flex fight series 39, Devan DEVAN_Worth. DM him for merch and merch only. Can I get a prediction?
Prediction: violent, just violence. It's gonna be a good one. I hope, like I said it in the press conference. I hope we fight for 15 minutes and see who the better man is.
Amazing. Finally, if you could play long, goals 1 year, 5 years, 10 years in this sport.
1 year, I would say, if I had to say, a good regional championship on either, ring combat, CFFC, LFA, something like that. 5 years, I mean, hopefully not 5 years, put me in the top 10 of the UFC. 10 years,
Ooh.
retired, living a good life. That's it.
What 170er is a dream matchup for you? Maybe it's a passing of the torch, the young versus the old, or maybe it's the championship fight. What for you would be an amazing 170 fight?
That's honestly something I never even thought about. I just take everything one fight at a time. So my dream matchup right now is Ryan Drina. So I'm gonna take that fight as it comes.
Love it, love it, folks. This was not scripted. Mr. Worth has learned from Mama Worth. Amazing interviewee. I appreciate the time, Devin. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Just all the boys at the gym, everyone that helped me out this training camp, everyone that supported, bought a ticket, bought a shirt. It means a lot to me. It all means the world to me. And I'm gonna put on a good show Saturday night.
Incredible. My man Devin_Worth on Instagram. 99.9% chance I will be in the building. I hope to shake your monstrous hand and see your amazing performance. I appreciate the time and good luck with the rest of the training and the weight cut.
Thank you, sir.
Guys, great conversating with Devin. Cool cat, cool customer, calm dude. Seems like teammates or friends or family may be more excited for him when he actually steps into the ring of combat to fight. But he is calm. Very cool. And I think that bodes well. I think it's better to be calm in a sport like football or wrestling or boxing or MMA instead of being hyper. We've heard the hyper, the nervous fighters reach success like a George St. Pierre, where he's like, question if he even wants to be there. Vitor Belfort throwing up in the back before he's got to fight Wanderlei Silva, like we all would. But fighters like Nate Diaz and like Devin, who are calm, I think it's easier to get excited for a fight than to calm somebody's nerves down. So, very excited to see this amazing main event. And guys, tomorrow we got an incredible main event. Real quickly, Anthony Joshua taking on Daniel Dubois. Wembley Stadium. I believe 80,000 local fans will be watching the two Englishmen battle. Incredible fight for boxing. Another Riyadh season fight, which means Turki Al-Sheikh, the man who was behind UFC Noche, UFC 306 in Vegas, the Shfia show with Dana White and the UFC. Turki Al-Sheikh, His Excellency, flown to London from Wembley for this major event. So combat sports, whether it's in Vegas, whether it's in Wembley, whether it's in Selden, New York, combat sports is booming. What an era to be a combat sports fan, and what an era for me to deliver you guys the local, the international, the foreign, the domestic news when it comes to combat sports. So I love you guys. Stay positive. Keep doing what you're doing. Pet your pets. This is I'm not just having a nervous tick. My dog is underneath the desk right now. But follow Devan on Instagram at DEVAN_Worth. DM him for merch. Shoutouts to Mama Worth for handling the merch and the management. That is some legendary stuff. That is like Lamar Jackson when everybody was making fun of Lamar Jackson. Turns out he got himself $45 million per year. So count on the mamas. The mamas know what they're doing. So love you guys. Like, subscribe, retweet, post, share, follow, connect, do everything. Everything, ikethegon.com. And yeah, enjoy your guys' weekend. Your boy is out. Peace.